CBT Naruto.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present final round coverage of the Open Championship. Welcome to the Open Championship, the oldest major in golf. Frank, there really is nothing quite like it. The old course at St. Andrews combined with the Open Championship, it's bathed in history.
The golf course is magnificent. It just reeks of all the great players that have played the game. Pick your hero, whether it's a Bobby Jones, a Nicklaus, a Rory McIlroy, a Tiger Woods. All the greats have been there and played this marvelous course. It stood the test of time. And even the routing, the old 9 holes out, turn around and 9 holes in. It's marvelous. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through the putt.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Solid par. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but left is always the safe side of the golf course. Because the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Right in the heart. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
So I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie.
It's no snack though.
Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Getting set now over the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. And we pick up action at the 4th. It's been solid for our featured golfer to this point, but will it be good enough, Frank?
Well, solid's always good. There's no question about that, especially in today's professional golf, but it takes brilliance to win the day. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Part of the experience of playing the old course at St. Andrews is not only the history, but also the caddies. Witty, wisecracking caddies. Guy once hit a ball hard left into a gorse bush, and he turned to his caddy and he said, "Is that okay?" And the caddy, little Jimmy, said, "Does it look okay? Hit another one?" Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
Good read, good line, well played.
Par 5s, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this 5th hole par 5 measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of 3 bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles.
That is just a beautiful shot. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Shouldn't be a problem here.
just making a mockery of the field now. Another eagle.
Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag.
Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Over the ball here at the 7th, and Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And so you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th.
It is always easier to play it from the short grass, and that is where he has been all day. Just laser-like off the tee. Hasn't missed a fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, what a day. Every green hit in regulation. Trying to make yet another birdie. Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's called short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green, and often you see long, long birdie putts here.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is a beauty, a real beauty. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And Frank, the Open Championship coming back to the home of golf this summer.
Yeah, and remember too, the last time it was here, Louis Oosthuizen at the 9th hole, he had no problem driving this par 4. So let's see if you can do the same. If you can carry that last bunker down there, there's every chance that your tee shot can run onto this very flat green.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Now at the 10th, and Bobby Jones loved this hole, didn't he?
And that's why it's been renamed Bobby Jones. Drivable for a lot of the players, but if you're going to have a crack at this green, avoid the gorse down the left side, as well as the 2 pot bunkers that are in line with the right side of this green.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. 120 yards away with a slight breeze at his back. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, another famous hole, this time the par 3 11th.
Yeah, this hole was made famous by the left bunker, which is called the Hill, where Bobby Jones, when he first played St Andrews, couldn't get the ball out of the bunker, so in the end he actually ripped up his scorecard. A lot's changed since then, but the hole hasn't lost its luster.
He'll be pretty happy with that one, about 20 feet away in a good spot. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Needs this for par. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But it's a good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that 1 pot bunker just short of the green.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Always 2 components to the long lag putt, the speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Bogey here yesterday, now this for birdie. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Little redemption chance here, had bogey yesterday. Good putt. Now to the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The 2 bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, then you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf course without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Getting set now over the putt. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the 4th hole. The 4th hole is adjacent to the 14th, and if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back to the green. But it's a safer way, but a much longer option. He's gone for a little extra. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Rich, right now, this does not look like the same player we saw earlier on in the day.
I don't recognize him. He was hitting it all over the ballpark in the first few holes. I didn't think there was any chance that he'd be where he is right now. Credit to him. This took guts.
Yeah, his composure is so different right now.
Well, that's the beauty of this game. You stay with it. It's 18 holes. You keep fighting, and you can put a score on the card. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. So a good lag putt there, Frank.
Yeah, the whole idea of a lag putt, sometimes you build a 3 or a 4 foot circle. Just try and get it inside that. Good putt.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Time to tee it up here at the 15th as we begin the closing stretch here at the Open Championship of the Old Course at St. Andrews.
There's a big steeple in the distance, so even when it starts to fog in a bit, if you can keep your eye on that, that's a good line off the tee. And you've got to keep it, your tee shot just short of this sort of heather, big crop of heather down the left side. It still leaves you a lengthy second shot, but really that's the safest way to try and play this par 4, 15th. Very good par 4.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
Really. This is that awkward length. Good putt.
Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole, and what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office. Ball just took off the face.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Good-looking shot right here. Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this may well be the most famous hole in the world. It's the road hole here at the Old Course, number 17.
Yeah, without doubt, Rich. The vistas have changed over the years. There used to be a series of railway sheds down the right, and you had to hit it over across those. Now you hit it off across the corner of the hotel. So blind tee shot, further right you go, the shorter and the better angle you have in. And you need a good angle in because you mentioned it, road hole, it's got the road hole bunker that sits perfectly in that left front of this par 4 green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. And that's a birdie. Frank, is there a more famous landmark in the sport than the tiny Swoken Bridge?
I think when you think of this game, the way in which we've followed it and covered it, Rich, over the last decade plus, no. It is just symbolic, not just with this golf course, but the game of golf itself, because every great champion has managed to make his foray across to Scotland and play the Old Course and walk across that bridge.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways.
Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot, but remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of the club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity to win the Open Championship. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Just a couple of feet. Right in the heart. That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there.
Shout out to the Danish Coleman's birthday in a few days on September 1st, 2019. And shout out to the 100th NFL season starting next week. Also, and September 1st, 2019 starts next week. Today is August 20th, 2019. CBT Naruto. Over and out. CBT Naruto. Over and out. CBT Naruto. Over and out.